Hi folks, I'm doing some pickling today. We got a massive cauliflower that I picked up from the Mennonites. This thing is ginormous. Dill from the garden, some fresh thyme from the garden, a massive white onion, garlic from the garden, and we're going to need a whole lot more than this, and probably more of the thyme as well. I could do it just as the dill and the thyme with the garlic to give it seasoning, but I'm going to try something different, and I'm going to use a bread and butter pickle mix for one of the batches, and I'm also going to try Fiesta salsa mix for the other batch. And to spice it up, I'm going to be using some of my dried chilies from last year. I believe these are the Cascabel chilies. I do have some peppers here, but I'm going to save these. These are the burrito peppers. Save this for a special recipe. I got my jar sterilizing in the oven at 250 degrees Fahrenheit, and they're almost done. It's been 20 minutes. My equipment's in here, and my lids and my rings. Sterilized and ready to go. 2 cups of vinegar. I need to switch pots here because you need 6 cups of water, and I only got 3 cups of water in there so far. And a 1/4 cup of pickling salt. And I find the easiest way to cut up cauliflower when you are prepping it for canning or for dinner is to do it from the bottom where the core is. So then you can cut it up, be chunks about this size, and then cut them up smaller to go into your jars. And this is just a tiny portion of that gigantic cauliflower, so this is kind of what you're looking at. This is what we got left. Just incredible. I paid $6 for this beautiful cauliflower. $6. So I got some onion chopped up fine here, even the green tops, as well as the garlic. I find when you cut the garlic like this, it releases a lot more of the garlicky flavor into your brine. Be very careful when pulling your jars out of the oven. Probably going to want a jar lifter and a hand towel. I do 2 jars at a time, and all of your dill plant is useful, even the thicker stems. I usually just pop a whole head off and then cut up the stem and stick that in the bottom along with my garlic and some onion. Put a couple chilies in the bottom there too, and now start packing the cauliflower in. And as you go, you just kind of pack them in there. For the bread and butter mix, I'm only going to be using 1/4 teaspoon in each jar for this batch. That's what it looks like right there. So it's a sweeter mix. And I totally forgot about the thyme. It's not too late though. So all I had to do to get the thyme in there was use a skewer. Now we got to get our brine in and our lids on. Okay, we got our brine in there. Everything's looking pretty good. Now we're just going to wipe the top of the jar off with vinegar on a napkin, and then get our sterilized lid and ring on. And I always wipe the top off gently before I put my ring on, just so that nothing gets rusty. Same with wiping the inside of the ring. Okay, so now we're coming over to the cooling rack. What we're going to do is we're going to shake it, and we're going to turn it upside down and leave it like that for 5 to 10 minutes. So this is what it looks like here. And then on to the next jar. Okay, so I've done 3 jars, and this is how much brine we have left. No, I don't want to be running out partway through a new jar, so I'm going to just make some more brine. So yes, you want to crank on your lid, right? You don't want anything coming out. And this, I guess, is technically called rebel canning because we are not water bath canning. Pretty soon they'll be popping down. So this is the final product of these 3 jars with the bread and butter pickle mix. Everything's sealed up beautifully. Looks awesome and will probably taste just fantastic. Enough pickled cauliflower and beans and pickles to last me a couple of years. It's awesome. Thank you for watching.